Hello, GBF family. I wanted to check in. Our family is currently down here in Costa Rica on a jungle mountainside above Playa Dominical on the Pacific coast. I want you to notice the beginning here, the sound that is all around me of cicadas. I'll come back to those in just a minute. But I wanted to send a quick video just checking in and saying thank you. So checking in, we have been down here. This is our second place. We started off in another part of the country near a volcano called Arenal and stayed in a place called La Fortuna. And now we are down here on the coast and really enjoying ourselves, spending a lot of time together, just really low key, not doing a lot, which has been really relaxing. So I wanted to say thank you for the opportunity to take this sabbatical as a family. The first week, we were at home recovering from being sick from COVID. And I wanted to say thank you for your prayers during that time. And we were able to get better. Everin, just a couple of days before we left, we would have said healthy enough to take this trip. And so we're thankful to be down here together. And it's been just such a great time with the break from the normal busyness, the normal day-to-day things that is involved in ministry work in the church. So again, thank you. Wanted to mention these cicadas. I've heard them at home and never really dealt with them much. And then our first night at this house, they start singing in the morning at about, well, the first morning was 8:11. This morning was 8:15 or so, and they start singing. And it starts with one, and then they build in sound to a crescendo until seemingly the entire forest of cicadas is singing. It's so loud that if you're outside for a long time, your ears literally start feeling weird. Your mind doesn't know what to do with the constant sound. So I started doing some research on cicadas. They are the longest living bug that we have. The average cicada lives over 20 years. Once they're laid as eggs and they hatch, and eventually they turn into larvae, little caterpillars, and they go underground, and they can go underground for, literally 10 plus years, 20 years even, until the conditions are right and something triggers them and they hatch and they come out. And I don't know what they all do, but part of what they do is they sing all day long until after dark. And as I was thinking about these cicadas, I was challenged. I've been challenged, and I've been really praying that God would use this trip to grow me, to grow my family, to grow us in unity together. But one of the things I've been challenged with was through God's creation, these cicadas. And they are doing exactly what God created them to do. He created them to do many things, but one of those things that he created them to do is to sing all day long. And that's what they do, and it's so loud. But me, so many times I'm tempted when I'm home to maybe not do what God has created me to do, to not proclaim him and his glory. And so I've been encouraged to go home and to be better about doing that, to find opportunities outside of the church with unbelievers to proclaim the best news ever of Jesus. And I was reading in Psalm 96, if I can get there, in verses 11 and 12. Listen to this. It's so cool. It says, "Let the heavens be glad and the earth rejoice. Let the sea and all that fills it resound. Let the fields and everything in them celebrate. Then all the trees of the forest will shout for joy." So as I've been sitting here listening to the trees around me shout for joy, I've been challenged to do the same thing myself. So I wanted to share that with you, wanted to check in and let you know that we are still alive. Thank you again for your prayers. I know you were praying for us, especially before the trip when we were sick. And thank you for continuing to pray for us on this time. It's been great. We have a little less than a week left, and then we'll be home for a little less than a week. And then just a couple weeks from now, we will be back at church with you all. So we miss you. Been praying for you throughout each week. And we appreciate so much this opportunity. Take care. Lord bless you all.